The first thing that came to my mind when I thought of this idea was those memes when they give girls overall ratings based on what they bring to the table. Welcome back, you guys. Your boy CK. We're back on the spin the wheel in franchise mode. Today we have a wheel of attributes. This might be the most complex wheel we've ever done. Now you're looking at the quarterback attribute wheel, and obviously there's like what, 20, 30, I don't know how many there are, but every single position has different attributes. So we're gonna spin a different wheel for every single position, and whichever one we land on, we're getting the guy at that position who has the highest of that attribute. You have everything from speed to juke move to freaking elusiveness, all the way to like personality. Now you're probably thinking like me, like how do you determine personality? Well, apparently on Mudhead it says the personality rating helps determine how marketable a player is. The more marketable the player, the better chance he'll have of becoming a top 10 selling jersey in the NFL. You're gonna see later on in the video why I think that's so weird, because just wait on it, trust me. Let's just get started, man. We got a quarterback wheel ready to be spun. Look at this, it's lagging because of how many attributes are on this wheel. I just hope we don't land on something trash. Please give us something that's at least a good quarterback rating. Oh my goodness, it almost landed on personality. We're going with the highest impact blocking? You thought me. Nope. The highest trucking. Now let's spin for the offensive skill position players, man. You already know how it goes. We gotta take two running backs, and there's so many attributes to choose from, so I might as well spin one for each running back instead of, you know, taking two running backs that are the same highest attribute. You know what I'm talking about, man. Here we go. We're taking the running back with the highest catch in traffic. All right, so we have removed CIT from the wheel. Now the next running back we take is gonna be a guy that's completely different than a guy that has the highest catch in traffic, unless it ends up being a guy that has like the highest catching. Then it's a little bit redundant, you feel me? I just have a sneaky suspicion that we're gonna get Le'Veon Bell for our first running back, but hey, let's see who we get for our second running back, man. This wheel is so laggy. There's so many attributes, and we're gonna get the guy with the highest elusiveness. 3 attributes down so far in this video. 3 seconds left for you to go ahead and drop a like. Just do it. Just do it. Anyways, here we go, man. Our wide receiver number 1 is gonna be a guy who has the highest awareness. Usually when someone has high awareness, they're always like a high overall. So I'm pretty sure we just got ourselves a number 1 or a number 2 wide receiver who's gonna be amazing for us. But now it could get dark. You know, there's some trash categories, I'm not gonna lie, but hey, route running is not one of those trash categories when it comes to wide receivers. We're gonna get the guy with the highest short route running. So you tell me I might have to run nothing but drags and slants. I already do that. All right, here we go. Wide receiver number 3. I would love someone who has like the highest speed, but that's just asking for too much. You know, it might be asking for too much. I don't know. Damn, we were so close. It's gonna be the guy with the highest stamina. That might be the first lackluster spin we've seen all video. You know, just because you have high stamina does not mean you're good. It is what it is. It just means you can run a while. We're gonna get the guy who has the highest medium route running, and I'm not even gonna sit here and act like we haven't been getting lucky these last few spins, you know, except for one. We have a pretty good wide receiver core, I can already tell. So this last spin, oh my goodness, they gave me the guy with the highest speed. Tyree, just get on the team. We know it's you. See, the only thing that sucks about that is now we can't get the tight end with the highest speed because we're still using the same wheel and we had to get rid of speed, but we could get the tight end with the highest acceleration or agility. So that's still on the table. Let's see who we're gonna get for our first tight end. You know, we get someone that can jump out the building, you know, some of them dudes that be, you know, dunking on the goalpost with ease. The guy with the highest jumping. Our final skill position player on offense is gonna be the tight end who has the highest acceleration. We will spin one time for the offensive line, whatever it lands on, that's who we're gonna take at every single offensive line position that's the highest at that position. So if it's personality, which thankfully it's not, you saw we just passed it, then we would have to take the guy at every position that has the highest personality. That would have sucked. But we're gonna take the guy who has the highest run block finesse. Now it's time for my favorite part of the team, always defense, man. Growing up, I played defense in almost every sport. I just love defense. You know, you love being able to say you're the reason why the other team couldn't score. You're the reason why they trash, you feel me? Or maybe they just trash and you help them be more trash. Anyways, we're starting with the right end who has the highest block shedding. Now we're looking at the left end. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like I already recorded this video a few days ago, but the audio was corrupt, and that one, you know, I thought it was a good video. We had a really good team. I don't know if we're gonna get as lucky as that. Well, okay, we're getting pretty lucky, I'm not gonna lie. The left end with the highest speed. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for, you know, being patient. I told y'all it was gonna be every other day, but that's why I didn't upload a few days ago, and now you know. Okay, now I'm not doing that on purpose, not taking long breaks ever again, I promise you that, man. We're getting D tackles that have the highest awareness. Now all I did was add press for the linebacker wheel. Okay, that's the only difference when it comes to the attributes for linebackers and defensive linemen. And I kept the other ones that we just landed on. I kept them off the wheel, so there's no redundancy. Anyways, now we're spinning for the MLBs. We're getting the guys who have the highest injury rating, so guys that are never injured. I'm starting to think if I really wanted to handicap myself, I should have spun for the highest on one spin and then the lowest on the next spin. But I don't, hey, that might be a little bit too much. Imagine the guy who has like the lowest catching for wide receiver. Like, how would he even keep him to catch the ball? That'd be like Nelson Aguilar starting at every position. Nah, I gotta stop. He's on my team. I gotta stop throwing shots at him. We're taking the right outside linebacker with the highest zone coverage. And finally, the left outside linebacker. After this, I'm gonna have to create a whole new wheel for the secondary. That's gonna take another 4 or 5 minutes. So it is what it is. You know, I'm not complaining. Just letting y'all know the process behind what goes on. You know, you gotta trust the process. Anyways, left outside linebacker, the guy with the highest personality. We finally landed on it. Pretty much all the same attributes from the front 7, except now we have like kick return, we have like spin move, juke move, things of that nature. Each cornerback is going to be different. We're going to spin 5 times for the cornerback position, and let's see what we're going to start off with, man. I kept the ones we landed on for like the linebackers and the D-line. I kept them off the wheel for the most part, so like speed, awareness, block shedding, personality is not going to be there. Quarterback with the highest power move. Now I'm very curious to see who that's going to be. It could be like a 70 overall guy. Like, I'm just speaking things into existence right now because some guys just have specialties. So when it comes to things like that, like getting to the quarterback off the edge, you know, on the cornerback blitz and things of that nature, doesn't mean they're good at covering. It might mean they're just good at getting to the quarterback. They might need to switch positions. That might be what the wheel is telling them right now. Okay, the cornerback with the highest carrying. You see, that's the spin right there where it gets risky, because honestly, who cares about a cornerback who has the highest carrying? Unless he turns out to be a 90 something, then I actually care. But if he's like a 70 or 80, he's not even gonna be starting, man. We got a cornerback with the highest elusiveness. 3 cornerbacks down just like that. We are speeding through this secondary wheel, and now I'm just hoping someone that has like a really good jumping or you know, man coverage, something like that, someone I can play on the opposite side of the guy who has the highest elusiveness. I don't even know who's our highest cornerback right now, but hey, the guy with the highest agility. As a cornerback, you need agility or else you get your ankles broke like D'Angelo Hall. Final cornerback spin. Let's see who it's gonna be, man. I'm hoping for highest catching. That would be lit. Even highest kick return would be pretty fun, because I know someone like the Honey Badger, even though he's a safety. Never mind, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, someone with the highest toughness, I'll take that. And finally, the safety positions. We're gonna get 2 from each position, okay? The first one for the free safety is gonna be the highest at this attribute, and then the backup's gonna be the guy with the lowest, because you know you need bodies. You need a certain amount of bodies. Like, there's a minimum roster size, so you know, to fill out the roster, that's what we're gonna do. I should have been doing that earlier, bro. I hate when it comes to you late. It's like when you in an argument and you think of something to say like 2,000 years later. Anyways, we're going with the free safety who has the highest play rank and the lowest play rank. And the sad part is too late to restart. I've already been recording for like 30 minutes, and my battery on this GoPro only has what, like 2 hours, so I wouldn't have enough time to go back and just stop. Okay, I'm not going. It's too late to restart it. We're at the strong safeties already. You know how long it took to put the wheels together. Anyways, the strong safety who has the highest man coverage and the lowest are going to be added to the team. And finally, the kicker and the punter wheel. Yes, they're getting spun for too. Okay, we don't forget about them. They are a part of the team. The kicker who has the highest, hopefully, you know, not personality, because I don't know, that could be some bum. Highest awareness. Let's go. And I don't know if most of you guys have played franchise mode or not, but for some reason the punters, they just kick like 20 yards farther than normal. Or maybe I just don't play enough Madden, because when I play Mud, Draft Champions, online head-to-head, they don't kick that far. These dudes can kick from like the goal line to like the opposite team's 20-yard line. It's ridiculous. So we're getting a punter who has the highest kick accuracy. All right, so it looks like the team is assembled, or at least I'm gonna go assemble them based on the ratings we landed on.
See you guys in a little bit.
Change of plans. I messed up on one spin. The cornerback should not have had power move on the wheel. It shouldn't have finesse move on there either. So now we gotta spin one more time for the cornerback. Man, I'm not gonna lie, our cornerback core, it's pretty good. It has 2 like above average, no, 2 elite starters. Let's be honest. So this guy, this is for the slot. I'm hoping it's someone that has good press, but hey, we'll take a cornerback who has really high strength. Now you see, I came with the Panthers because usually when I do franchise mode, I go with the team that the quarterback is on. But the quarterback that we have is not from the Panthers. You see, a guy who has the highest trucking in the NFL, the quarterback cornerback position. I thought it was Cam Newton, but as you can see, he's on the Saints, so the guy we traded him for, Taysom Hill, is gonna be the starter for the team. We gotta make Will Greer's ratings go down, just so there's no like QB controversy or anything like that. I might have to sim mid-season. You know, in the past few episodes of the franchise experiments, I've been simming like all the way to the playoffs, but I don't know if I'm be able to do that, Chief. I don't know if we gonna make it without my help. I'm gonna have to play multiple games in the regular season to make sure we get there and to make sure Will Greer is not starting by the mid-season. The running back who had the highest catch in traffic in the entire NFL was Jalen Samuels, a guy I had in my Steelers franchise. I know he's very versatile, so even if he doesn't get much tick at running back, he can still do a lot of damage for us at like fullback. The reason I say he won't be getting a lot of tick is because, well, this guy, Christian McCaffrey, Run CMC, the highest elusiveness in the NFL at the running back position. As expected, the guy who has the highest awareness at the wide receiver position is a very high overall. We're going with Nuke Hopkins. The guy with the highest medium route running is none other than Michael Thomas, who also just so happened to have the highest short route running too. So we had to go with the guy who had the second highest short route running, and that was Julio Jones. And then we got the guy with the highest speed, Tyreek Hill. And the only player less than a 95 at our wide receiver position is Danny Amendola, who had the second highest stamina. So you guessed it, Michael Thomas. This dude, he's not human. The guy with the highest jumping at the tight end position was none other than Mike Gesicki. And then the tight end who had the highest acceleration was another young guy, Noah Fant. The left tackle with the highest run block finesse was Trent Williams, but he's currently injured. So we had to go with the next best thing, and that's Tyron Smith. And then the rest of the offensive line looks like this, okay? Nothing but absolute studs. So even if Taysom struck, why isn't Taysom starting? What is going on with this franchise mode, bro? He clearly a higher overall. Like, as for the defense, the guy with the highest speed at the left end position is Daniil Hunter. 88 speed is faster than like half the running backs and wide receivers. I was wondering when I was gonna get another chance to use this guy. I mean, it's been months, okay? Aaron Donald is gonna be all right, and he had the highest block shed. The 2D tackles who had the highest awareness are none other than Geno and Fletcher Cox. And this is the moment I've been waiting for, okay? I told you to wait earlier in the video that I would explain to you why I think personality, it doesn't make sense. The guys with the highest personality when it came to the left outside linebacker don't even have pictures. What are you talking about, EA? How does this make sense? How can they sell jerseys when they don't even have a face to match with the jersey? Like, how do the fans know whose jersey they're even buying, bro? This makes no sense. Why do they have 99 personality? Like, I'm not even mad. It's hilarious. How you tell me this guy, Kyle Phillips, has a better ability to generate top 10 sales in jerseys than Von Miller, who has 97 personality? Make it make sense. So what I did, I went with Sam Agwoven. I'm sorry, I probably said that really wrong, but he had the highest overall out of all these guys with 99 personality. The two MLBs who had the highest injury rating were none other than Bobby Wagner and Levante David. And then the right outside linebacker who had the highest zone coverage was Demario Davis. Now, Sherman was pretty much the Michael Thomas of the defense. Like, he was the highest when it came to, you know, obviously toughness. He was the highest when it came to strength. So we had to go with the second highest when it came to strength, and that was Jimmy Smith. Pat Pete was the highest when it came to elusiveness. So we have three like really good cornerbacks. Then we have the guy who pretty much, you know, broke my heart, you know, 9 years ago when Michael Vick threw that interception in the end zone. Tramon Williams, he had the highest carrying when it came to cornerback. And the cornerback who had the highest agility at 97 was Grant Haley. The free safety who had the highest play rec was obviously Earl Thomas III. And then the free safety with the lowest play rec was Cameron Kelly. The strong safety with the highest man coverage was Jamal Adams, and the one with the lowest was Kamal Ishmael. Robbie Gould had the highest awareness when it came to kickers, and then Johnny Hecker had the highest, let's just be honest, he has like the highest everything when it comes to punter. Halfway through the season, week number 8, I see we just took an L to the Niners. Okay, we're 5-2, so that was only our second L. I don't know why they made me so nervous, but hey, we're at the top of our division. So we ended up 11-5. We earned ourselves a first round bye with Taysom Hill at QB, bro. I can't be more proud of this team. Offense struggled a little bit. Only 15th in NFL, smack dab in the middle. Defense was exceptional, as expected. Second, point score, we scored a lot of points though. That's, you know, 11, you know, in the top half, and then points allowed, unbelievable. Yo, Taysom did better than I expected. 31-8 touchdown interception ratio, 77% completion. Maybe he was throwing, you know, short routes, but hey, it counts. 1,400 yards for Christian McCaffrey, 13 touchdowns. Samuels, as our starting fullback, backup running back, had 3 touchdowns and 400 rushing yards. Taysom Taysom on the ground did what I know he could do, man. 296 and 2 touchdowns. We had 0 1,000-yard receivers, unfortunately, man. Multiple guys around the 600-700 yard range. You know, 11 touchdowns from Nuke, 5 from Julio, 5 from Michael Thomas, 4 for Gesicki, none for McCaffrey. That might be the most surprising stat. 3 for Samuels and 3 for Fant. That's very interesting. All right, Wagner led the team in tackling. No surprises there. Pat Peterson was number 2, though. 12 tackles for a loss by Aaron Donald, just an absolute stud. 8 for Danielle Hunter and Fletcher Cox. Not to mention, he led the team in sacks with 13. Fletcher had 11, and Danielle had 10.5. 3 guys with double digits. We didn't get double-digit interceptions as a team, unfortunately, but hey, Peterson had 3. He had a really good season. He's going to win some sort of award, man. Sherman had 2, and we had multiple guys with 1. 2 forced fumbles for Wagner, bro. If he's not in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going to be a little bit heated, man. 1 for Peterson. I told you, he had a filthy season. Same with him. He needs to be in the conversation for DPOY. And at least best DB, Aaron Donald, Fletcher Cox as well. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and check it right now. Why even wait? Every single experiment, this dude's in the top 3. Why is Trubisky so good when it comes to franchise mode? It's unbelievable. Brady won MVP. We had nobody in the top 10, so that's a little bit unfortunate. OPOY, let's see. Okay, we have Taysom in the top 10. Let's go. So we had 2 Cardinals in the top 5 from a 7-8-1 team. When it came to DPOY, Khalil Mack ended up winning the thing. But are you serious? We had like the best defense, and we only had 1 guy in the top 10. Best QB, Taysom was number 4, man. Hey, I feel like he had a better season than I expected. McCaffrey at number 4 for best running back. Best wide receiver, though. No Michael Thomas, no Julio, nothing. As per usual, though, we had like the entire offensive line in the top 10 best offensive linemen. Best D lineman, Aaron Donald at number 2. I'm not mad at it, man. DeForest Buckner is a stud, so it is what it is. We also have Fletcher. Best linebacker, let's see. Okay, nobody. That's unfortunate. Best DB, however, we had Pat Peterson at number 6. So here we are in the divisional playoff round. Seahawks versus Panthers. I think we could beat the Seahawks. I know they have Russell Wilson, but this is not real life Russell Wilson. Real life Russell Wilson, yeah, I'd be worried. But in this game, you need more than just his heroics, okay? You need an actual stacked roster. All right, so it's a little closer than I would have liked. We only won by 3 points, even though we had the huge overall advantage, man. All right, I got to play against the Niners. The offensive line is just honestly ridiculous. Like, we knew that before, but when you see the 4 stars in the game, you get scared, like, for the defense, because they about to get ran all over. In real life, that's probably what this team would do. They would literally just hand the ball off to McCaffrey 9 times out of 10, which is what they do, you know, the Panthers. Anyway, this is what would happen. You saw the block. You saw how quickly the holes opened up. It's getting dark already, man. It's all Madden too. Like, there's just nothing they can do to stop him. It kind of sucks. I didn't really get to use Taysom Hill. I'm gonna use him next possession, but for right now, we got to worry about getting the ball. Let's go. Guess what? Not talking to you experts out there, but, you know, for those of you that are kind of noobish, you know, like me, you know, you can make an adjustment to where they're going to go for interceptions more than swats. So imagine if you want to play receivers, that means they'll, you know, try to dislodge it. Swat ball, they just swat the thing. But if you play ball, they might just go for more interceptions. At least that's what I think. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't think I've tried that all year. I don't know why. It's something that just it came to my mind. Oh yeah, cover 2. He thought he was open, but we there with Earl Thomas, buddy. What did I say about the punting? Jesus, this dude was at like his own 20, kicked it to the 4. All right, so I'm a little bit worried because yeah, we're gonna have to get ourselves out of this sticky situation. Starting off with slants on this first down. I'm taking off with Taysom. You know I was gonna take off Taysom. It was just a matter of time. Look at this dude go. Start of quarter number 2. Taysom. Let's see if you can throw some dots. Let's see, circle wide open. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. What a catch right there in traffic. Julio. All right, gonna hit the audible right here. We're looking for Fant on this out route or Gesicki. One of the tight ends should be wide open. There it is. Too easy. Touchdown, 2 possession lead. 3rd down and 3. I'm gonna spotlight George Kittle because, yeah, he's a beast. All right, gonna use your Wagner and survey the middle of the field. Come on, Garoppolo. There's no one open. Punt the ball. 50 seconds left. Oh, they decide, okay, leave Gesicki again. They decide to leave Gesicki again. This dude's an animal. He has that build, that body of an elite tight end. He's just going to have to put it together. He's going to have to just get the trust of the coaches as we get a nice dot. Michael Thomas, you just can't guard him, man. 21-0 ball game. You know what time it is. As long as they make the extra point, this is 21-0. You know what time it is. If they start coming back, I'm going to cancel sim. Okay, well, it's 14. Is it 14? Okay, now it's over. It's over, right? 28-14 in the 4th quarter. 35-14. We're headed to the Super Bowl. Bowl, I think. Yep, 38-21. Domination. Can we get revenge for the Panthers? Back in 2004, the Patriots beat them in the Super Bowl by 3 points. Can we change the outcome today for the team from Carolina?
Yes, sir.
17-14. Let's go. Taysom Hill somehow willed this team to a victory in the Super Bowl, man. I cannot believe it. I'll be honest. When I saw Taysom Hill had the highest trucking at the quarterback position, I didn't think we were going to make it to the Super Bowl. I thought we could still make it to the playoffs because obviously, you know, we had McCaffrey. We had other guys that could get the job done at other positions, but somehow we did it. Credit to the defense. Let's be honest. Like, this was a low-scoring game. They kept the Patriots in check. Only 14 points. So, yeah, they must have been flying all over the field, man. Another franchise experiment that ends with a Super Bowl W, man. Give me your ideas, man. I'm loving these spin the wheels that end with the franchise, and it just combines everything. It's so much fun to have different modes, you know, all come together. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Y'all know what to do, man. If you haven't already liked the video, please go ahead and do it, especially if you watched this long. Why not? How many minutes you spent watching? You might as well just like the video. Subscribe too if you're new around here, man. Have a good rest of your day.